Welcome in everyone, Farmer Cop here for a new mod map tour of Alma, Missouri. I know a lot of you guys are looking forward to this, so I'm excited to show this off to you guys. This is by Celabuki. It is 609.11 megabytes to download for all platforms. I'm going to go ahead and read the description and we'll get into it. It says, "Welcome to Alma, Missouri. This map is based on the small, beautiful town of Alma in the state of Missouri in the United States. The vast majority of buildings, residential and commercial on the main street, are modeled after real buildings found in the city, as well as traffic signs. On the map, you'll find the following: 3 pre-placed farms, the main one that belongs to you at the start, and 2 that in order to use it, you have to buy the land first. The main farm with starting vehicles and equipment will have a cow barn, horse stables, sheep and goat, doesn't say anything after that, I'm assuming pasture or something, chicken coop, and 3 fields, 42 farmlands, 37 fields from small to big." These are new items, not necessarily what the first farm's going to start with. 5 fields with grass mission, 1 small forester's site, a BGA that will not produce electricity but will produce methane that you will be able to collect and sell to the local gas station where methane sell point is placed. Traffic, pedestrians, Missouri license plates, train that will take your goods to Marshall at the train sell point. And let me scroll down here. There's a lot of stuff going on here, which is great. Productions available are the sawmill, dairy, tailor shop, pizzeria, ketchup production, popcorn factory, and a corn dryer that will dry your corn into dry corn, which you'll be able to sell or send to the grain mill to produce fine corn flour, and which you'll also be able to sell or use at your local bakery. To dry the corn, you will need propane gas, which you can buy at the gas station. There's a grain mill, bakery with 3 new products: cornbread, sweet cornbread, and apple pie. Placeable greenhouses with new fruits: pumpkins, pears, plums, apples, oranges, and lemons. Added 2 liquid fertilizer or 2 liquid trailers for transport of methane and propane. Selling stations are grain sell point, supermarket will take your food productions, hardware store will take your other productions, methane sell point, bale sell point, train sell point. Additional items on the map include a working car washing station in the town. And that is everything. There's 1 required mod, so no big deal there. Again, I don't mind 1 or 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, but more than that, I start to get suspicious. Maybe not suspicious, that's probably not the right word. But anyhow, before we get into this as well, one last other thing I want to mention is findyour.farm. It's linked down below in the description. It allows you to kind of locate the real-life locations of farming simulator maps, except for maybe some of the fantasy ones that might be located in the middle of nowhere. But if we come down here, I don't think it's going to be on here yet because it just came out. So we got Missouri River Bottom. There's another Missouri one there, but Alma, Missouri will be somewhere in here, wherever Alma's at. Riverbend Springs is just below that in Arkansas there. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff on here. If you wanted to look for a map somewhere on there that you wanted to use, this is a pretty cool website to use. It's by Oxy Gaming and Yos Modding. But let's get back into our tour. So here we are, Alma, Missouri. Beautiful map. Love it. Definitely looks familiar for sure because, it was here before. But, yeah, we own this chunk of land down here, which, is that just part of that? Where is the land number for that one? There we go. Number 1 has that. That field includes all of that through there. And we also have that field right there. So a couple fields to start off, which is quite nice. Where are the other farms? I'm assuming this one's probably... That's probably one of the farms there. And then I'm assuming this one up over here. Yep, that's probably one of the other pre-placed farms. We'll take a look at that. But yes, quite nice. And we have alfalfa, right? Or no, not alfalfa. I feel like every map I look at now has alfalfas in the crop. This one does not. I apologize. We have some chickens in our chicken pasture. Looks like we got 1 rooster, and we got 89 regular chickens. We have a cow barn that has 30 Holsteins and 30 brown Swiss. A sheep barn with 30... there's just a lot of animals in here. A lot of animals. Goats, sheep, all the above. Horse stable with 5 horses there. We got that. So there you go. There are contracts in the field you do not own. Obviously, there are going to be some crazy contracts on here. Available productions, we have the bakery, which has apple pie as a new product. We have the biogas plants. We also have the corn dryer, which dries corn, 1,000 corn, 50 propane to give you 1,000 dried corn. We have the dairy here, which is the dairy of new products. Nope, doesn't look like it. Grain mill, which has corn flour and fine corn flour. So you can make corn flour out of regular corn and make fine corn flour out of the dried corn if you'd like. Ketchup production will take tomatoes and water to make ketchup. The pizzeria will require flour, ketchup, and cheese to make 4 pizzas. Popcorn production, you can make butter popcorn from dried corn or regular popcorn from dried corn right there. So there you go. We also have a sawmill and a tailor shop. So a lot of good stuff going on. Owned, we have nothing owned at the start here. Starting vehicles, we have an Anderson bale grabber there, a little round bale holder. We have a Case IH Puma 260 CVX drive. We have a Ferguson little feed mixer there. We have a Flegel beet, that's the beet grinder, beet crusher, chopper, whatever you want to call it. We have John Deere 3650, John Deere 8R. We have a John Deere C16F. That's a corn header and sunflower header there. We have a John Deere baler wrapper. We also have a John Deere grain header. Makes sense. John Deere pickup weight. Another John Deere pickup weight. And then we have a John Deere S7900 harvester. We have a Crampy Ram Body AS750 Plus as our nice little bulk trailer. We have a Cavernaland planter there. And then we also have a power washer, 2 power washers, a directional seeder there. And that's a header trailer. We have a front loader attachment. We have a mower set up there. We have the Samaz mowers. And then we have the Samaz tedder. We have the Samaz windrower. Nice Samaz setup there. A 10-winkle weight there. And that is everything. So pretty much everything you can imagine except for a pickup truck or something for me to drive around the map. But other than that, it's pretty good. We, of course, have the Midwest American Classic, the pool, the above-ground pool. Love it. Love it. Just open up. The garage opens up here at the house so you can park a truck there. Well, I don't know why. Celabuki, why did you give us a pickup truck? I would have loved to have one. Anyhow, it doesn't matter that much, to be honest. But, yeah. We got the house here. Where's the wardrobe trigger? There it is. Can't go inside of it, but still quite nice. Yeah, we'll go off to the left first. We've got our chickens over here. That's our silo kind of set up. Right here, you can get more chickens in there. You can go up to 308 on there. So we have 90 right now with the rooster. You got a nice big yard. You can do kind of whatever you want. That's the required mod right there, that repair shop structure shed thing. Let me get over here so I can actually take a look at it. I need to speed up my running just because of how much space we have to cover on here, but I think we'll be all right. Let's pop this open here. There we go. Got a lot of equipment in here. Getting the repair trigger. I'm assuming the repair trigger will hit all of this, maybe? Nope, just those guys over there. So this side doesn't have it, just inside of this checkered box area. So sometimes they'll expand out a little bit further than what it looks like, but not for that one there. Massive bunker silo over here for us to use. So make sure it's, yep, registering as a bunker silo. We have our horses and other pastures over there. We have, of course, right through here, we have ourselves the big kind of grain mill set up here. So we have a grain silo there if we want to use that. Not grain mill, grain silo. Words are hard today. I don't know what it is. I just cannot get the correct words out. I can get a lot of words out that don't mean anything, but none of the words that mean something. Got a nice little water point right here if we need to use that. Is this? No, it's not. It looked kind of like a karma silo, but it looks like it's just the manure point. I'm assuming this is a horse stable here, but the horses, they're not producing manure, are they? I don't know. I mean, obviously horses in real life do, but yeah, I don't know. How do I get horses in and out of here as well is another question I have. Where is the trigger for them? Yeah, it looks like the icon for manure there, so maybe, I don't know. Oh, here. I walked right by it. There we go. You can put up to 16 in there. You only have 5 to start off. Then we can head down this side here. So we have, yeah, okay, here are the other 2 pins down here that we were looking at. So, yeah, we're making progress here. Then most of our equipment is stored right over here. We started there, kind of went out around this way, up over here and across. Now we're heading back down around. So it's all working out. It's a nice big open farmyard. Yeah, plenty of space to do whatever you need to do. This also would have been a great map to do my series that I'm doing on Frankenmuth on, that's for sure. You got your goats and sheep out here, just fantastic. Here's the trigger. Let's take a look here. It looks like we got 90 of 171 that you can put in there. Then over here we have our cows, of course. Let's see where we put the cows in. Feed them in there. Oh yeah, that's the feed trigger. Why was I thinking that was the manure trigger? That's where we put the horse food in. You guys can just ignore me, it's fine. Just enjoy the map and just stop listening to me. Everything will be just fine. You'll be happier that way, trust me. I don't know why I thought that was the manure trigger. I know better, I've been doing this too long. But yes, here's the cow pen. You have the milk trigger there. That is the milk trigger, I'm pretty positive. And there's the feed trigger, not manure trigger in there. You're not pulling manure out of the troughs. Well, you might sometimes, but... anyhow, here we have the cows. You can put 173 in here, or I guess water buffalo as well if you wanted to go a little crazy. You could do that as well. So yeah, and then this big shed here has pretty much everything packed into it. Let's open her up. I guess it's not really packed in here, is it? But it has everything else in it that we haven't seen so far. So there you go. That is that. And then we're back out here. I'm going to go ahead, or I guess our trailer's out in the yard there, but I'm going to go ahead and use the store delivery mod. Let's get back up a little bit. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and use that to purchase ourselves a pickup truck. We use a nice little international pickup truck. It just seems fitting for this map. There we go. And now what we're going to do... Well, first, actually, let's get some money. And the other thing I am curious about, too... Can you sell everything off? You can sell that off. Ooh, you can rename that. You can't sell the cow barn off. Just be aware of that. You can rename the sheep barn as well. And the horse stable, can't sell them off. You can sell that off. Sell the bunker silo off. Oops, the repair trigger. Yep, sell that off. Makes sense. Silo. You can sell a silo off. Okay. Well, I mean, that would be a big chunk of space that would open up there. We can't sell off any of the pastures, it looks like. Houses, everything else. Sheds, all as sellable, but not the pastures. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, I suppose. It'd be nice if you could. And again, we have these 3 fields out here. Let's go ahead and buy some of these other farms just so we can kind of know what's going on them. Let's get this one right here. Not too much money. This one just has a house trigger, probably a shed or 2, and then a cow barn large. And then the one up over here in the corner has, again, same thing just about. Farm silo, house trigger, but has a pigsty instead this time. You can also see the train runs just diagonally right kind of across the map there. There's the train rental point. Where does it go off the map? It kind of goes to the... Does that keep going off? I'm assuming that's maybe a tunnel or something. We'll see when we get down there. I can't remember from last time. But yes, in terms of where we are at, we are going to just come out on the main road, drive down here. We'll pass this farm here, head up this way, and then we'll probably head all the way up to the top and then back across over and then maybe down a little bit over to the biogas plant right there, which the biogas plant shows up on here, so I'm assuming you don't have to buy the land to use it. So that might be what you're looking for, maybe not. Let's get out on the main road here. We'll take a right, and that should take us kind of into the town area. Nice, beautiful open area. This is such a beautiful map. I love nice American maps like this. They're just quality. I mean, anything Taylor Farms has made, this map by Selbuki is great as well. I mean, there's so many good ones out there. Just wide open spaces going 70 miles an hour and still just passing field after field. It's a good chance for me to get a good cup of coffee or a good sip of my coffee, though, which is nice. But anyhow, we have our first farm up here on the right-hand side. That's the field that comes with that farmyard. You can see kind of some decorative stuff kind of going on. We'll drive around the farmyard a little bit. We might hop out. Make sure I don't crash the truck going to the ditch there. It looks like there's cows already on here. We'll take a look. Yeah, let's go ahead and hop out. So, are those cows up front? Does that loop around? That must loop all the way around, so the whole thing must be the cow barn. We got the milk trigger there. You got the feed trigger in there. Not the manure trigger, the feed trigger. Over here. Oops. How can I get a hold of it? There we go. Yep, we do have 60 cows starting off right off the bat in here. You can see kind of what we got going on down here. A little bit of our spread. We got some 0-month, 6-month, and 18-month-old ones. And you can put up to 330 there. That's a nice little storage shed right there for us. A little Meridian shed right here. And then quite a large shed right here. I think this might be this. Is this the same one we have on the main farm? Yeah, I think this is. But anyhow, yeah, nice little farmyard. The farmhouse is just on the other side there. But yeah, the cows go all the way around, kind of wrap around there, which is kind of nifty. So if you're going to do a big kind of dairy operation or something like this might be a better starting farm for you. Though, of course, both farms have cows, so you can do it on either one. And the edge of the map is literally just right there. But you don't really feel that as you're kind of going through there. Boy, I tell you what, that American school bus going through with that American flag right there, that was beautiful. I think that's actually one of the load-in shots. Oh, I love that. It looks fantastic. Okay, we're gonna head down this way. Yeah, so we are. Yeah, it's gonna autosave. That's fine. So we've come down here. We drove around here. We're gonna head up through here, and then we'll head back down here, or maybe around and then back down here. We'll take a look at everything. We'll make sure we don't miss anything. Yeah, it's a beautiful little American town here. I love it. It's no wonder a lot of you guys really enjoyed playing on this. It truly is a wonderful map. I know this is a big deal for you guys. But right here on the right-hand side, we have our first kind of point here with the grain mill point, and then next up we have the corn dryer. So you can do grain mill work there, and then we have the corn dryer right here if you want to purchase that. You can dump propane on the side there. And speaking of propane, not this menu, let's go to this menu. Included with this map, you have these two little guys right here, which you can see will hold pretty much everything, including propane right there. So, yeah, there you have it. And there's some open space here. I'm assuming, can you buy any of this land? Okay, yeah. So for 47,000, you could buy the whole town, which is kind of nice because then you can kind of place stuff down wherever you'd like to. That's perfect for, especially for like console players and stuff like that want to do kind of some role play. That is absolutely fantastic. And then right over here, this is the silo for the train. So you can put stuff in there in the train silo, get it loaded on. There's the train going by right now, and you can get stuff out right over there or put it into the train. So there you go. What is this right here? This is a sell point. It's got to be. Yep, grain sell point right here. I was going to say there can't be two places to put it in, but you also have your train rental point right there. Oh, I guess this grain silo is also right under the train rental point icon right there. But yes, you have train rental point and silo right there. And then right here we have a grain sell point. Then what do we have here? We got the dairy, the bakery, and then the vehicle shop coming up on the left. So let's go through, take a look at those. So I'm assuming you just kind of access them from the back. Mr. Silly Pete did a really good series on this map, actually, so I kind of remember some of this. Dairy here, and then we have the bakery right here as well. And then this is the vehicle shop, actually. So you have your repair trigger back here. Now, where does stuff... Well, I guess I can't even do it. I have the store delivery mod, so I can't even see where stuff spawns anymore. For whatever reason, I can't get it. Even if I use the right controls, I can't get the store delivery mod to cancel itself. It could be that I have a conflicting mod installed, but it's fine. Okay, but anyhow, vehicle shop right there. Nice big old shop. Everything good set up for it. It might spawn it in that. It might spawn it back here, actually. It might be dangerous to put stuff here. All right, we got the tailor shop and the pizzeria right across the way. I like that they kind of have like the storefront here, so it kind of looks like a real place. Like there's the tailor shop and the pizzeria. Oop, don't need to lower the tailgate there. Oh, and a U.S. Postal Office right there. It looks awesome. But yeah, I like that they have kind of the front there, and then you actually go to the back to do like the work on it and stuff like that. So it keeps kind of the town aesthetic looking pretty good. But yeah, you got all the different points for dumping stuff in and doing everything like that for them back here. Looks like you got a little kind of storage shed or something there, central cafe. Also got the hardware store back here, which hardware store looks like, yep, sell points. And then the supermarket is right there with its sell point here in the back, which is awesome. All right, let's head up this way, and then we'll keep going a little deeper into the town here, go across the railroad tracks. Yeah, I love all the flags everywhere, too. Got a nice fire station right there. And then around back here, there's a sell point. We have the animal dealer, or the bale sell point, I guess, which is the animal dealer sell point, essentially. And then we also have the animal dealer itself, where you can get your animals for your farm and whatever you got going on. All right, let's head back this way. And past the volunteer fire station there. Here's the car washer in town. This is pretty cool. The little car wash station, so you can pull up inside or outside and use the car wash, or the little power washers there, which you technically own, which is cool. And then right here on the left-hand side, we have ourselves a couple fuel points there, gas station and a propane station. This is where you can get your gas, get your propane, and then there also is the methane selling station right there as well. So it's all set up good for you. And then here we have the popcorn factory. I'm sure it has to be. Yep, popcorn production. Nope, don't need to tag that. And then what do we have up here? We have the ketchup production, which is in the same building. So you make your popcorn and ketchup in the same building. There's kind of a little yard where they park the school buses, it looks like. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Feel like you're driving around the U.S. It's fantastic. Yeah, we'll head up to the top over here. We'll head up this way. We're going to pass this field. Some of these fields are weird shaped for sure, but honestly, I think the AI could handle it now. At least maybe somewhat. Maybe not. Some of those fields are pretty crazy. Yeah. Any who's in housing. Let's head back up here on the stop sign. We got ourselves the grain elevator museum, which is kind of cool to have that, and the sawmill off to the right. The only thing we don't have is, I believe, the warehouse. We don't have a warehouse point, which would have been nice to have. It's always nice to have that ability on a map, but it doesn't look like we have one on here. So, yeah. But anyhow, yeah, we got ourselves the grain elevator museum if you want to provide the stuff to repair that, and then we have the sawmill up here. Now we're going to head kind of towards back across the map, but just I'm on the top, and we're going to head over to that other starting farm that's off in the distance this way. Back on the road here and get cooking, get up to speed here. Nice wide open straight roads. It's perfect for the US. I drive my personal car is a Dodge Charger Scat Pack wide body. It's just an epic car. I love my car so much. I would love to just get on here and this is perfect for it. This is perfect for it. Just long stretches of road, just to go as fast as you can go. I mean, obviously you can get speeding tickets or arrested, but that's different. It's fine. Get a sip of coffee there. Yeah, beautiful map. Beautiful map. There's definitely some terrain to it. It feels natural. It feels real. I know a lot of you guys really kind of appreciate maps that are, you know, based on real areas, and this is definitely one of those maps. And off to the right, we have the farm, the third farm here, a little cornfield going for it. And there's no NPCs on this map either, actually. No NPCs. So they didn't add those in with, Celebuki didn't add those in, which I mean, I'm not against that. I think that's totally fine. But yeah, so here we are. The farmhouse was over kind of in that corner back over there. And then just to the right here, we have ourselves a nice little, you know, kind of shed. We have a farm silo back over there, just past the entrance. And then of course we have our little piggies over there, which sorry, there'd be a weird cut there. I hit the wrong button. Everything's fine though. Everything's good. Everything's good. We have the piggies over here. They look like they're quite happy doing their thing. And yeah, where do we put more piggies in? I assume we can go like through here. Yep, there's the feed trigger, feed icon. Feed icon. Here we go. Here's where we put some more piggies in. There we go. We have 20 of the 203 that can go there. So yeah, and of course you have like this shed over here, and stuff like that, which we might as well, since we're already out of the car on foot, might as well open this baby up. Big old shed right there. And then this looks like another nice little kind of barn here. We can put some stuff in. Let's see about that though. I'm assuming it's gonna open up and work just like a normal whatever. Yep, we put stuff in there. Perfect. Beautiful little farmyard. This would be awesome if you wanted to kind of just do like a little small farming stuff here. I mean, there's not really small farming in this area, but you know, maybe medium farming or something like that. We head back across the train tracks over here. We have the sell point. We're gonna, come on, we can beat the train. Woo, that was close. And then we have the BGA just down here. And I'm assuming you can buy like the land. Yeah, you can buy the land for stuff. If you buy this land, does that mean you own the BGA? No. Okay, that's what I thought. So the land is separate, given the land was, you know, $8,700, so not a big deal. But yeah. Little forest area there. That's a very small field right there. 44,000. I guess that's not a super small field if you compare it to like the size of this farmyard. It's actually not a bad size. But anyhow, that is what I got in terms of the drive around. Let's go ahead and let's hop into flight mode here. Let's take a look at this bad boy from the skies. We'll keep going down this way. So you can see the edge along there. See some of the fields kind of spread out. Small fields, large fields, some different sizes here and there. Weird fields, that's for sure. Some of those are out here. But over here, we got our nice starting farm. Beautiful little wide open. I mean, there's so much space here. You could take out that silo and make a huge field in the center of your farm. Like, there's so much room here. So much room. We head down this way. That's where we went first. We went across over here where we have our second farm, which is kind of a big kind of dairy farm. You can see the cow pen loops around there. Includes this field right here. And then we have kind of the town here, which is kind of divided. Some of it's kind of outside the map. But yeah, lots of sell points and things going on through here. Love the little town. Just feels like a nice downtown American town. It really does. Really well done, Celebuki. Really well done. It's fantastic. Little school bus yard there over there where they can do their thing. Get your propane here. Little car washing station. Everything you need in a nice little Midwest town. It's perfect. And up over here, we of course have the Grain Elevator Museum and the sawmills we kind of talked about. And heading across back over here, we're going to get up over to the final farm over here, and then we'll kind of fly through the middle of the map. Kind of take a look at some of that. But yeah, it's a lovely map. I think a lot of you guys are going to enjoy it just as you did before with Farming Simulator 22. Yeah, got this little area right here, which includes, okay, not this field. I keep thinking it's that field, but it's this field right down there that includes. You might want to buy that one as well. That's $41,000. Yeah, I would throw that in your budget to buy that farm. And then just across here, you got the railroad that goes through the center, kind of dividing the map across the center like that, and fields and trees and whatnot on either side, but it's quite nice. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys in terms of the map tour. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.